Welcome. I'm Natalie Marsh. Real estate is all about relationships, and I'm here to help you navigate the journey. Whether you're a homeowner, buyer, seller, or simply love the topic of real estate, this podcast is for you. In each episode, I'll sit down with a friend and industry expert to bring you valuable insights on everything about homes. So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's talk, learn, and grow together. Subscribe now and never miss an episode. Hi, my friends. Thanks for joining us again. I have with me Vicki McSweeney. She is a senior loan officer and a certified mortgage advisor. Hi, Vicki. Thanks for joining me.
Hi, Natalie. Thanks so much for having me today.
Would you mind telling us who you are in a little bit more detail and who you work for and what value you're bringing to people in the real estate realm?
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, Vicki McSweeney. I'm with a company called CMG Home Loan. It was founded about 30 years ago out in California. We have a tremendous operations team here in the New England area. I'm personally licensed in Massachusetts as well as New Hampshire, brick and mortar in the city of Worcester, but I work out of my home office, so I can travel anywhere and everywhere that I need to be. So as you mentioned, I am a senior loan officer. I actually got in the industry back in 1995. I've worked in the industry in various capacities for a major bank as an account executive. My clients at that time were loan officers. I met many amazing, wonderful loan officers. I still have relationships with some of them as well. And I worked as a processor and inside loan officer, as well as an outside loan officer. I got my license in very end of 2018. So I started originating again in 2019. And my path is to help and to serve both the home buyer and people who are looking to refinance, as well as my referral partners, the agents, and everyone that I could assist and guide and provide service to. I have to help clients navigate the home buying process. There's so many components to it, so much going on the side of working with the real estate agent, finding the right home. But I think wholeheartedly that helping them their pre-approval and understanding all those different components along with the real estate agent. As you know, Natalie, we work together.
Yeah.
It's critical to work together. Communication is very important, as well as serving, answering questions, advocating for the clients, educating them, and sometimes clearing some of the misinformation that they have gotten or misunderstandings they've gotten about the industry, working slowly. And by the time they're issued their pre-approval letter and after they have a consultation, shopping with confidence and helping them every step of the way and ensuring that they are that the purchase of a home is a joyous opportunity, one that is never filled with regret.
I love that. I love that. And I think that you and I are on the same page with that we want them to find something that's going to bring happiness to them. So this isn't just an impulse purchase where they can't go and return that pair of jeans that are just a little bit too tight. We want to make sure that this is a place that they're going to grow into and enjoy for years to come. So everybody can look at real estate nowadays and just go on Zillow or Realtor.com, but the whole finance thing, oh my gosh, it is really, especially first time home
Yeah.
buyer, it is like there's so much information. So can we just talk about that a little bit? Like, how do you talk people off the ledge, or how do you give them enough information to know this is the path that we're going to go down and I'm here for you?
Yeah, that's a very, very good question because I speak with clients, and we'll talk about first-time home buyers in general, because there are folks who have either gone down the rabbit hole on so many platforms to learn what they can. They have many people, oftentimes they may have people speaking in their ears as well, family members who care for them, as well as friends, neighbors. Somebody finds out that you're buying a home and they're just happy to relay information. And oftentimes I'm speaking with people that really just don't know where to begin because they haven't looked into it. I have a very specific system in how I start with first-time home buyers. And ideally, it is with people that aren't looking to put an offer in the next day. So if they're a first-time home buyer, I have a really nice list of questions that I review. And it helps us twofold. I want to get to know about them, their thoughts, their ideas, their dreams, as well as from a practical standpoint, we need to know about their income. I need to learn Have they completed any sort of a household budget to make a determination of what the cost is going to be on a monthly basis to pay principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, plus everything else? So I lay a foundation of learning everything that I can about them. The next crucial step is to have them complete the mortgage application, and everything on the application needs to be documented and supported. So we've got the credit report, all of their paperwork, and we run the analysis. So even if someone comes to me and tells me that they believe they can swing 10% down because that's what they heard they need to do or should do, I'm able to coach them and show them the different programs that they qualify for, what the payments are, what the rates are, but also talk about the underwriting process because that's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
And each client may have something unique to their credit profile, whether it's their employment, their income structure, their credit, and there are going to be some guidelines that we need to review. So they might think that they don't qualify for no money down or they qualify for no money down, but invariably we could find out that program, that product doesn't work for them. So it is a process of learn about what they want and help guiding them through that process because it's so overwhelming. So my process is questions. Let's talk about what's important to you. Then let's talk about what's black and white, what's gray. And then ultimately the consultation is numbers, costs, programs, and I have a presentation that I can show up to 4 different scenarios. And then we walk through all of that. So it's the financing, it's a household budget, it's ensuring that they have some additional funds and reserves set aside. It's about pretending for some time that you're making this payment and that they have a really good understanding of what the closing costs are, because I'd love it if at the closing table, their attorney is going through the line items and they're like, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, Vicki told me. Yeah, I know. Just,
That's great. I mean, like,
yeah,
especially when you're talking about, yes, you can afford the house, but you don't have enough money available to put furniture in the house or curtains on the windows. So it's, it's a
right.
big factor around that. Let's talk just a little bit about people telling, it's like back in my day, this is how things were done. So things have changed in the industry a lot, especially since 2008.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I find is that you can get information to validate and verify anything you want on the internet. So your financial advisor is Google. So how do you combat both of those?
It's with exactly that. It's with education and then providing them whatever resources they need to help them either digest, review, and understand. And very frequently, that initial consultation that I have after we work up the numbers, I'll share my screen and show them all of the numbers and review the details so that they can process and digest. And generally, I don't provide a pre-approval letter to the agent, as you know, until after the client had their consultation and they feel good about the numbers. They feel good about everything that we reviewed. At that point, when they say, yes, that is the maximum that we're going to proceed with, that's when we provide the pre-approval letter. And all of those worries, those concerns, the misunderstandings sometimes alleviated, and they're moving forward. They're able to move forward and in a different capacity as well. I think that's where they gain their confidence.
Okay. Vicki, thank you so much for taking the time today. I really appreciate
Yes.
everything that you've done and the conversation that we had. I'm going to make sure that all of your contact information and so people can reach you will be in our notes below. And please link and click on the subscribe button to understand when we have new episodes coming out. Thank you,
That's
Vicki.
wonderful. Thank you, Natalie. Thanks for having me. Take care.
So let's talk a little bit about what they should and shouldn't do because they get that confidence. It's like, okay, we know we can afford this much. Let's go buy a car. Let's go buy the new furniture. Let's go do whatever.
Right.
Good
And
idea or bad idea?
yeah, I know that you know, and I know that you tell your clients that once they're starting the home buying process, they need to take a moment and they just need to stop looking and searching and buying. So we communicate that throughout the process. So I know you tell your clients, don't take out any new debt or liabilities. Life happens. Let us know as soon as possible. Let Vicki know as soon as possible. So generally speaking, when they apply for their financing, everything that application is going to be verified and documented. So as long as the information concerning their income, their employment, their credit, their assets remains consistent, that pre-approval or credit approval letter is valid. Once anything changes, file needs to be re-reviewed.
Vicki, thank you so much for taking the time today. I really appreciate everything that you've done and the conversation that we had. I'm going to make sure that all of your contact information and so people can reach you will be in our notes below. And please click on the subscribe button to understand when we have new episodes coming out. Thank you, Vicki.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Natalie. Thanks for having me. Take care.